Thank you for joining me on part 3 of Functional Feng Shui. Today we're talking about your entryway, which is a very important part of your house. For those of you following me on Instagram, I did a part 2, Functional Feng Shui in the bedroom, but I could not get it to load onto Instagram, and I didn't have the bandwidth to care. So if you want to see part 2, you can find me on YouTube. Kelly Conaway is the name of my channel, but you can also type in Functional Feng Shui, but subscribe. So today we're talking about your entryway, which your entryway is symbolic. It's called the mouth of Qi. It's one of the most important areas of your home. All the energy that comes in and goes out of your home leaves in this area. It's also where the inner world meets the outer world. So getting the energy right in this place is very important, and it opens up opportunities and positivity to come into your life. So following my process, remove, reorganize, and re-energize. Let's start with remove. You're going to actually start outside of your home. When you pull up to your home, remove if you have a dead tree, if you have any dead landscape plants, all of that needs to go. Make sure that the landscape around your front door is in great shape. You're not going symbolically. There's a lot, you can plant a lot, but you should not have cacti planted by your front door. So make sure, remove all the clutter. If you have a bunch of clutter on your porch, you know, sometimes we have dead potted plants, and it's a place that it's easy to gain clutter, because as we're going in and out, a lot of times something is left there and it stays there. So remove all of the clutter, sweep your steps, sweep your sidewalk really well, make it look really well maintained. And then also part of remove is cleaning. So I want you to clean your door really well, and I want you to clean the little foot plate thing there. Also, if you have metal on your front door, shine your metal. Clean any of the glass windows around there too. Stepping into your house, into your foyer or entryway, remove any clutter there. I know we're a shoes off house, so it's tricky. It's really easy to get 10 pair of shoes, you know, in a small space. And our home is a bi-level, which is extra tricky. You walk in, there's stairs that go up and there's stairs that go down in a very small area right there. So remove any clutter that doesn't absolutely have to be there. We kind of have a process where we take our shoes off, but I'm diligent about having the kids then take their shoes to their room if they're not muddy. If they are muddy, you can leave them there to dry, but the point being, clear all the clutter from your entryway. First impressions, right? So you walk into your house, you don't want to immediately feel bogged down with stuff. You want to walk into your house and you want to feel energetically clear. Same with tree racks or coat tree racks, I think they're called. If you don't have an entryway closet, find somewhere else to hang your coats. You know, walking into your entryway and suddenly you look over to your left and there's a coat tree loaded down with coats. That's not a good feeling. And a lot of times, even if with best intentions, it gets loaded down with coats from last season's stuff. So I would recommend either having your coat tree in a different place, if you have to have one, still close to the entrance, but just not right there. And then also clean that area really well. Clean the inside of your door. You'll be amazed at how dirty your door is. Clean your baseboards really good and clean the windows in your entryway. Moving on to reorganizing, I kind of said outside, you know, just make sure there's not a lot of clutter there. And make sure that your entryway going up into your house is clear. Remove all the debris or other stuff in the way. And then with your foyer area and the reorganize aspect, it's, yeah, you get home, it's easy. You know, put your bags down, shoes off, coat off, keys. You want to just plop it all right there because you're tired. But it's okay to have temporary holding places for like your bag and your keys, but you really, that shouldn't be where it's stored. And it's hard if you have the area there to keep it clear. So I really recommend not having that area be storage. Now moving on to the re-energize. This is the fun part. A lot of people want to absolutely paint their front door red. My recommendation to you is paint your front door any color that makes you happy when you see it. So our house is kind of an interesting like mustard yellow color, and I painted the front door. It's the deepest purple. It almost looks brown, but it's purple. So don't get too caught up on that. Paint your front door whatever color makes you happy when you drive up to your house. You're gonna want, if you have decor outside your front door, you're gonna want to balance it. So if you have a fern on this side of your door, have a fern on this side. It is symbolic of balance. Make sure you have a clean and bright mat on the outside of your door. And then coming into your entryway, make sure there's also a mat on the inside of your entryway. As far as decor goes, depending on the size of your entryway, having a nice plant there is a good idea. Any art that depicts water is good feng shui for your entryway. You could even, if possible, have like a little waterfall or a little water fountain there by your front door. One thing you want to avoid is placing a mirror directly across from your front door, because that's symbolic of opportunity and positive energy that goes into your house is going to be reflected right there by that mirror and leave the house. So you can have a beautiful mirror in your entryway, but don't have it directly across from your front door when someone walks in your house. Also, you're going to want to watch the energy if you do have a stair, like my entryway. I have stairs going up, stairs going down. You're going to want something to ground that energy. So as I'm standing in my foyer, when I look up the stairs, we have a really nice framed wildflower picture there that kind of grounds the energy when it's traveling on the stairs. And then when you look down the stairs, I also have a framed picture down there. It's not large, but just something to ground the energy going up and down. Also, as far as energy goes in your foyer, having a small little table there can be a nice grounding piece of furniture. It can be a place to put your bag, put your keys for a minute. So I'm not totally against that. You know, they make all sorts of beautiful tables for your foyer. But just being able to walk into your entryway and feeling like you have space and feeling like good energy is being invited into your house. So anyways, let me know if you guys have any questions. entryways they can be tricky depending on the design of your house. One more thing I wanted to say is make sure that your house is well lit. Make sure you have a working light on the outside of your porch. And also, if you don't have numbers on your house, you want to make sure that the house numbers are visible. Anyways, thank you for joining me for part 3. I hope everyone's doing okay amidst, COVID and quarantining. And I will say that down days, they happen, and I think they're okay, and you just, ride them out, have down days. But creating energy, moving energy in your house, I think is very important. Burning sage or Palo Santo or lighting candles, but keeping projects, energy, and movement in your house during this time is very important for our mental and emotional health. Hope you're all well. Thanks for watching. Feel free to contact me with questions.